Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Elevate Your Game series, where we are here to boost your knowledge and your network with industry experts, touching on opportunities, resources, and information to help grow you. So, we wanted to send out a quick reminder that all comments on our social media platforms are being monitored. So, if you have any questions or you would like anything to be addressed, please let us know. Alrighty. So today's topic is building careers in construction. And our special guest today is from LAX Integrated Express Solutions, their youth engagement coordinator, Miss Raygena Smith. And to start us off, here's our internship and careers manager, Mrs. Denise Parker.
Thank you, Faith. Hi, everybody. Can you guys hear me? Thumbs up. Like our channel. We are here at our Elevate Your Game series. My name is Mrs. Denise Parker. For those of you guys who are joining us, you can see that QR code if you want to join the call and ask some questions to our special guests today. Then most Def, come on in. I just got back from an HBCU Ivy League tour. I'm super excited, super pumped, and I'm excited to share all that we have here in store for you at National College Resources Foundation and NCRF TV network. Again, my name is Mrs. Denise Parker. I am the manager's internships and careers. And before we kick it off to our special topic, welcoming you to our Elevate Your Game series, building careers in construction, I want to bring it back to Faith so we can make some special announcements.
Alrighty, guys. So we're going to start tonight off with our HBCU Fun Fact. And tonight it is brought to you, of course, by National College Resources Foundation. And so we're going to start off talking about Morgan State. Morgan State is located in Baltimore, Maryland. And did you know that they have one of the top construction management programs? So Morgan State's mission statement is to educate students on basic construction management principles and practices, as well as their application to sustainable construction projects. So they have an emphasis on green building technologies, materials, and processes, and the students will be prepared to handle projects that require an integrated approach to environmental stewardship. Students will have a foundation of skills and knowledge in construction management, particularly in the areas of design and construction operations, construction planning, construction surveying, methods and materials, sustainability, estimating, planning, scheduling, supply chain and logistics, construction accounting and finance, construction law, project management, and safety procedures and practices. Morgan State is going to make sure you are prepared for any and every opportunity in terms of construction management. And last week, as Ms. Denise said, they did go on an HBCU Ivy League tour, and Morgan State was one of the schools visited. Denise, would you like to chime in on that experience?
Well, I have to say, I have to rep my bottle here. They have given us tons of swag at Morgan State. Big ups to Morgan State, the Bears. I love that school. Very high-tech school, really awesome energy there. It's an HBCU through and through, and they rep it pride. They did this thing called connection. So if you have a connection with somebody, you state your name, and then you tell them kind of where you're from, and then you make one fun fact about yourself. And if somebody in the audience was connecting to that fun fact, then they stand up and say connection. And that's what got our 35 students and our staff super excited, pumped up, ready to go. We have tons of students who are going to be applying to Morgan State. They definitely made an impression. I just love the campus, the facility, the energy of the city. It's Baltimore. So it had all this great flow and feng shui, and plus it had tons of connections to other schools that are in their surrounding cities that they can actually do some networking and also integration of classes. So we were super excited that our trip went off on a super success. We went on a 12 college tour, and Morgan State happened to be one of our schools. So big ups to Morgan State. Love it, love it, love it. Definitely go onto their website and check them out. Back to you, Faith.
That sounds amazing. I'm glad you guys had so much fun. But now we're going to move on to our next announcements. So first, we're going to, of course, talk about our wonderful and pride and joy, the Elevate Your Game virtual career incubator sessions. So, of course, Elevate Your Game, we have a bunch of different career professionals come on and they talk about just how they got to where they are, things that help, things that, they feel other people should know. So, if you guys are interested in hearing about the different industries that different people have their hand in, please go ahead and scan that QR code. You will be able to receive all the wonderful emails that I will be sending in regards to our internship opportunities, any scholarships, and just again our sessions. So we also will be connecting you guys with any of our experts that come on. So if one of them sticks with you, if one of them you connect with, please go ahead and connect with us for an incubator program, and we will connect you right across with them. All right. Next, we have going our our next incubator session is going to be influencer versus influential with Miss Jasmine Black, and she is here to talk about that.
Oh, I'm gonna add her to the stream. Welcome, Jasmine. We are just gonna state. Oh, you can hear. Okay, can you hear me?
I can now.
Okay, great. So just tell us a little bit about yourself and why you joined our call to make your special announcement.
Absolutely. So my name's Jasmine Black, and I am. Sorry about that. I am the founder of Brainchild Business Consulting, and are a virtual marketing and consulting agency. And I really wanted to be involved because it really means a lot to me to be able to help people start their own businesses, create their own income, and to be able to do that online in a profitable and new way. I just really love it.
Well, you're going to be joining us July 28th. That's next week, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Is there any final words that you want to tell our people out there, our students, and other people who are interested in becoming a social media brand influencer, AKA, whatever they call themselves nowadays? It's the new terminology. It's better than television. It's social media, right? So
Right.
what would you say to our people out there who are interested in becoming an influencer?
So what I really want to talk about is being influential versus being an influencer. So an influencer really exists to help sell a product, but somebody that's influential, they really have impact, whether it's in their community, in their business, with their family and people around them. And that's something that, number one, has a lot more longevity than just kind of sharing products and promotions. But when you really decide what is important to you, focus on your gifts, your passions, and the things that actually mean something to you, you're able to then even still have that influencer lifestyle, work and monetize with brands online, generate followers or fans, but in a way that's authentic to you and in a way that promotes you to doing the thing that's going to bring you the most success. So I'm really looking forward to that.
Well, thank you, Jasmine. We look forward to speaking to you next week and that you can share more insight, answer questions, and also help our students have a direct pathway to their dreams. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you.
Bye. Wow, that was fabulous.
It was. I'm excited. All right.
So, okay, next.
Right. Going on to our next fun little announcement, we have Warner Brothers Discovery, which previously you may know them as Warner Media. They have opened up a bunch of early career or entry level positions. Last I checked, the ones that they have open are all international, with a couple of them being in France. So if you are interested in fashion or audio and video production, marketing, I saw some for finance, So if any of these things, sound interesting to you, or if you want to work at one of this discovery and want to see if they have something that you may be able to apply for, go ahead and check them out. You can scan the QR code or copy that link. But it is very, very exciting. They are paid opportunities and they're international, so I couldn't ask for anything better.
Well, I like that. I'm super excited and pumped. What's our final announcement?
All right, and moving on to our final announcement. Part of today in our talk on construction, LAX Integrated Express Solutions has their own construction internship. It is located in Los Angeles, but I did hear that they might be able to work something out virtually. So for our college juniors and seniors interested in construction, structural, civil engineering, also mechanical and industrial, um, you can apply and get paid to work as part of this internship. But with more details on that, you will hear from our presenter today.
Well, that gives us a special introduction to our main special guest. Special is the key word. Her name is Raygena Smith, and she has been doing her thing in the construction industry, trying to make sure that people of color have an opportunity unlike any other in awesome projects. And the LAX Integrated Express project, which is, if you've been around LAX, it's a lot of traffic because we have a lot of construction going on because we're trying to get our airport at the 21st century. So by not further ado, let me introduce Miss Raygena Smith. And before I say, please like us on our social media, our Facebook, our Instagram, our LinkedIn, all that good stuff. Follow us on our NCRF TV network on YouTube. So without further ado, here's Miss Raygena.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Denise. And thank you. Can you all hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you.
Awesome. Great. Well, thank you so much for the wonderful opportunity. Super excited to be in attendance virtually with you all. Greetings, STEM scholars, construction scholars as a whole. I'm super excited to be here. My name is Raygena Smith, and I am the LINXS Youth Engagement Coordinator at the wonderful historic project currently being built at LAX right now, the Automated People Mover Project. So let's get into it.
All right.
So today's session goal is to understand that STEM and construction connects our lives every single day, and opportunities are limitless, and to seize every opportunity that comes our way. We always want you to dream big. And so this is presenting the future of LAX, and this is what the Automated People Mover Project will look like once completed in 2023, 2024, and it's currently almost done. So if you see some pictures online or even on the news, this is basically what it looks like.
Presenting the future of LAX. Easier, faster, more efficient. Get to your plane on time without the stress. Easily transfer between terminals. Quickly access your rent-a-car or connect with Metro Light Rail. All this becomes a reality with the new Automated People Mover. Relax above traffic and enjoy the view. Go from Metro to your terminal in 10 minutes or less. Trains arrive every 2 minutes. Easy on, easy off. Construction begins in 2018 with completion in 2023. It's the easier, faster, more efficient future of LAX. Learn more by visiting flylax.com.
So like the video mentioned, it started in 2018 and it's supposed to be completed by 2023. So we're super excited that it's finally arriving to LAX. It's definitely one of the main change makers of Los Angeles, because as you know, traffic is basically one of the biggest concerns around the LAX area, especially with the SoFi Stadium and the Clipper Stadium being built in near basically the airport. So of course, it is a 2.25 mile elevated guideway. It will have 6 stations, 3 outside the central terminal area and 3 inside. It's going to have a train capacity of 200 passengers per train with luggage. And the ride duration is 10 minutes end to end with a frequency of every 2 minutes during peak hours from 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. Another one of the huge factors of this particular project is that it's free and it will operate 365 days out the year. In addition to that, in regards to this project, we are in charge of design, build, finance, operation, and maintenance. And that's formally known as a private P3 project. And so to my right, maybe to your left, you'll see a few of the renderings of what it will look like once completed in 2023, 2024. Super exciting. So how will the APM impact our communities? Of course, it will help ease traffic congestion at LAX and communities in surrounding areas. It will improve the LAX airport guest experience. In addition to that, provide the long-awaited connection to the regional transportation and the new consolidated rental facility that's currently already built and completed. And of course, create new career opportunities within the Los Angeles area. In addition to the APM, we have so many careers associated. We are, like I mentioned before, we're in charge of design, build, finance, and operation and maintenance of the project. So that consists of various limited amounts of careers, such as architects, project managers, BIM managers, carpenters, electricians, engineers, account cost managers, maintenance technicians, and operating engineers once completed. Are there any questions so far? Has anyone even seen it online or even passed by it if you do live in California or Los Angeles? And Denise,
so we have some special students and young people on this call. So I'm going to bring them up so they can ask some questions. Okay. Oh, your screen wasn't moving. I got a note that your screen wasn't moving. Could you push some buttons? Let me see. I want to make sure we got it right. Your screen was not moving. Go to the first one and then the second page. For some reason, it's not moving. But I'll bring some people on.
Okay.
So you can answer.
Can you see the second slide?
No, it's not coming through. So don't worry about it. You're pretty familiar with the whole thing. So I'm gonna just remove the picture so we can get Victor. Victor, can you hear us?
Yes, I can.
Oh my goodness, Victor. Are you interested in learning more about this construction opportunity?
It sounds like a wonderful opportunity. Yeah, I would love to hear more about it.
Okay, so tell us who you are, Victor, and where you come from.
I am Victor Martinez from Cal Poly Pomona. I'm part of CMAA Group, their construction manager in training. I'll be graduating in November, coming up soon, and working with my colleagues in the spring. I am looking to gain experience in project managing and helping the owners and my superiors complete jobs.
Okay. Well, that sounds like a nice resume already. So, Gina, do you have any?
We're definitely already starting. Yeah, you're already starting at a great, step. So definitely stay in contact with me. We're actually looking for those who are interested. We have an internship opportunity for those who are interested in project management, in engineering, or construction management. So I will definitely send over your resume if you provide it to Denise or Faith, so that way we can connect you and get you an interview right away to hopefully start in November or whenever you have an opportunity to join on this historic project. Once again, it is a historic project and it's a great, resume builder as well. And we're always looking for opportunities, especially locally. And you say you're not that far. You said you're at Cal State Poly Pomona?
Correct. Not too far away from LAX.
Awesome. So yeah, do you have any questions so far for me?
Yeah. The internship, do they pair you up with a mentor to guide you along, or is it more of group sessions?
So you're definitely paired with a mentor throughout the duration of your internship, paid internship opportunity, and they'll guide you before and after the project, and hopefully bring you on to many of the projects that they work on. One thing I forgot to mention too, that our project is basically composed of 4 partnering companies: Dragados, Flatiron, Balfour Beatty. And they are basically those who are always interested in providing opportunities for students who are in construction management. So even if you might not work on this particular project after your internship, there are other opportunities outside of this particular project.
Lovely. Yeah. Thank you.
Of course. Thank you for the
question.
So
this is definitely a job opportunity of a lifetime. It's not just an internship. It's a connection to a whole new world of exploring your career pathway in construction. Victor, were you considering working in industrial construction and of such massive scale, or were you thinking of something different?
Right now, where I'm currently working for is only a Division 8, so it's a really small scope for a subcontractor. I am looking to broaden my experience and learn more on the whole aspect of it. So it is something I am looking forward into, more commercial side, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. And your
That's awesome.
anticipation graduation date is when?
My last class date is December 16th.
Oh my goodness, this is it. You're ready. So this is definitely an opportunity for you. That QR code, if you screenshot that QR code, or you can also go to this website here. It has more information and detail so that you can actually have more insight to this amazing opportunity. The more you research the project and talk it amongst with your professors, the more likely you'll have an opportunity because you can talk about, your skills and how it relates to the job. Okay.
Correct. Will do. Thank you. I'm looking over the
Thank
fun
you.
fact sheet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Any other questions?
I see it's going to be fully operational in 2023. For the most part, would you say it's like 80% done?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
You can look online. I'll provide the website on our private chat. That way you can see all from starting from the ground up. It's basically completed. And
Awesome.
super exciting to see just the whole transition.
Right. Thank you.
Of course. Thank you for your question.
Thank you, Victor. So I'm going to bring somebody else on for another question. Okay. So far, so good. Do you want to share anything in between that time, Raygena? How are you doing with this back and forth?
Yeah, so far so good. I think you guys have all of the information that they need on here. So thank you for that. And they saw the video. If you would like to see the video again, please, we can share it at the end, probably at the end of my or at the end of this session, and then go from there.
Yeah, we'll try. Somehow it didn't go through. It was there, but then all of a sudden it didn't fully do the thing that it was supposed to do. So don't worry about it. Okay. Don't worry about it. We can always send a little snippet of a presentation. We can send it to anybody who has signed up for this wonderful session.
Awesome.
Okay. Ivan, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Hello. How are you doing? Tell us where you're from.
Good. I'm from Cal Poly Pomona. Okay. I live in Culver City. I'm also a construction management major. Yeah, basically I also work with Victor. We're teammates.
That's great. That's great. We love it. We love it when you guys get on at the same time because it also shows that you guys are a team, which you need to be a team to work on these projects sometimes. Yeah. So ask your question to Miss Raygena.
Like what part of the project would I be a part of?
So you will be part of the finishing stages of the project. So the project is basically 90% done. So it will be ensuring that everything's basically complete for once the completion date of 2023 arrives. So you'll be working with project managers to basically get the finishing experience of what a construction project looks like.
Oh, sounds good.
Yeah, so it's pretty exciting.
What's your specialty, Ivan, in your coursework? Like, what are you really strong at right now?
Estimating.
That's great. Yeah, so most of the responsibilities to work on this particular project is working under direct supervision, of course, of a construction project manager, using Bluebeam. I'm not sure if you used that before. Communicating effectively with management and coworkers, clients, ability to learn and apply knowledge of applicable local, state, and federal statutes. So that's another thing that you have to do. You also have to have the ability to understand and apply the requirements stated on the construction contract. So of course, they'll go over the construction contract and, breaking down the construction contract and how to talk to other clients who work with you as well. So those are some of the roles and responsibilities with working on this particular project.
Oh, nice. Also, another question. Would we working on punch list items?
That is a great question. It depends on the project manager that you're selected to work with. So I can't give you a direct answer right now, but depending on the project manager that you work with, you might be able to, work on that particular scope.
Thank you.
No problem. Thank you for your question. I really do appreciate it. It was a great question, by the way.
Thank you.
Yes. And you see, you're giving me more insight about what construction engineering is all about and all the project management side. So that is not my forte. Even though I run and manage internships and careers, you get so much information from different outlooks and perspectives of what the job is required. And I love hearing from our students because they're taking the classes, doing the work, doing all the hard, heavy lifting to get their minds and their bodies ready to go into the workforce. So thank you for your question, Ivan. Any other further questions for you? I guess.
No more questions.
Sure.
Right. Yeah. And also a reminder, this is a paid opportunity, which is really awesome. This is a great way to network. I always, whenever I speak with Denise, I always let our students know LinkedIn is definitely the plug for everything in the career field, basically in every career field. So make sure you add me on LinkedIn, and that way we can connect you to other people who work on these particular historic projects, because they might want to bring you onto another project as well. So your network is definitely your network.
There's your LinkedIn. Do you see your LinkedIn? Did it pop up?
Oh, yes.
Is that it?
Awesome.
Well, you can screenshot that, you guys. If you like, look her up. Make sure you spell her name right. It's very unique. And that's it. Christian, I'm going to bring you on and see if you have any questions, Christian. Hold on. Christian?
Hi.
Hi, Christian. Can you tell us where you're from? What school?
So I'm still in high school. I'm a sophomore at Anisha High School. That's it.
Excellent. You're getting a leg up finding the information. Are you interested in this particular area, construction careers?
So this is all construction, right? Like including architecture?
Including architecture.
Well, that can go ahead, Regina, if you want to.
Yeah, I was going to say including architecture. So one of our main components of working on this project, I'm the youth engagement coordinator. So we always host youth summits every October and January as well. So we have speakers who come out and speak to our students. Lately, it's been virtually. So we would have students come speak, ask questions, join a forum, and get their contact information for those who are interested in the various summer programs that they offer, or even just hearing their experience of what it looks like to be an architect in the field.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's interesting. But yeah, I'm interested in construction towards like the developing stuff like that. But yeah, I'll definitely look into it.
Yeah, stay connected. LINXS is our website, and we always host a youth summit to connect you to future STEM experts, industry experts in the particular field that you're interested in.
Okay, thank you.
Don't take that lightly, Christian, because networking is the key thing to having a plug to your next opportunity. You never know. You might get a letter of recommendation. You might find a mentor. You can get an internship, or even just an insight on what it takes to be a major, contributor in that space. So go to those things, especially at your age. You're getting ahead of it. And that way you can share with your friends so that you guys can stay focused. And when you graduate from high school, you'll have a life plan as opposed to just trying to figure it out on your own. You literally have some guidance. So definitely take advantage of all the information. Do you have any further questions, Christian?
No, that's all. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Appreciate you.
And then we have Miss Brenda here, Taylor. Let's see the question. Brenda?
Yes. The question that I have is the age. Was it 14 to 21 or 14 to 24 years of age for the students?
For the students to join this opportunity?
Yes, ma'am.
This is a college level. Go ahead. It's juniors and seniors.
Yeah,
Go
so
ahead,
it's a college level, basically, opportunity. So you have to be 18 plus, registered in a college or junior college opportunity.
Okay, thank you for clearing that for me. Thank you.
But do you have anybody? Are you interested, or is somebody in your family interested?
Well, she's in high school, and I'm going to pass on the information to her. She'll be graduating next year.
Okay. did you want to share your information, Raygena, on the chat so that they can
Yeah,
find out
I'll
more about
definitely share
the?
the information so that way they can.
Yeah,
Thank you.
there's ways that you can connect, especially for those young people who are under 18 looking for opportunities in construction. It is never too soon to start. So this is a good thing. It's a good thing. Do you have any further questions, Brenda?
No, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Okay, so I have questions since we have this up. Why is it so important that you utilize our platform to really reach out to people of color? What is the stigma now that we have to do this in construction for yourself?
Yes, of course. So in the construction industry, majority of it is it's mostly a male-dominated industry, but it's obviously changing throughout the years. But we also want to encourage our Black and Brown students to take this opportunity. Most of them feel as though it's just composed of math. Yes, it is composed of math, but there's other opportunities such as project management skills. Such as, the inclusivity division. I'm a part of the inclusivity division. There's also youth engagement opportunities. So it's not only just math. And what's one of the main concerns when I speak to students of color, they're like, well, I'm not really good at math. I'm not really good at this particular object. Well, it doesn't have to be that way. You can still study. There's always courses. There are always pre-apprenticeship opportunities for those who want to work in the field. And during those pre-apprenticeship opportunities, it's a paid opportunity as well, where you can learn to, geometry. And it's, of course, you have to dedicate your Saturdays in the morning, but there's opportunities for you to learn and to continue to study in order to become a great student to work in this particular scope of work.
When I went on to our college tours this past 2 weeks, I was gone for 10 days with 35 students. And we had a counselor. Well, he was a math teacher with us that was assigned to come on from our Long Beach, Jordan school. And, a lot of the students may have taken his class or not, but when we went to these college presentations about going to the getting into the campus, a lot of the schools wanted to make sure that their math skills were, if you're interested in STEM careers and STEM majors, you had to at least be in a pre-calc or calculus class. And some students are intimidated, like you said. Mm-hmm. But when you have resources at your fingertips, we had a math teacher with us. Mm-hmm. You could literally lean in and talk to your math teacher. Look, I'm not as strong as I should be. How can I get stronger? Open your mouths, young people. Get out there and work with your actual resources in your community, in your schools, in your neighborhoods, in your families who have strengths in math. Talk about your dreams to those who can encourage you. And teachers and family members who have always been uplifting you, the ones have been holding your hands up, those are the ones you need to share your dreams with so that they can actually direct you. There can be a little side, tutoring session that you can get into, or pay attention to YouTube. YouTube is a great resource to learn different skills and techniques. Khan Academy is another great resource. It's all online, and you can learn great tips and tools to actually improve your math skills. So don't let math be your defining factor to hold you back. It's just an obstacle. If you really want to be that, engineer, that doctor, whatever that professional is that utilizes the math applications, you need to persevere. Mm-hmm. Do you have any?
Especially if you're very passionate about it, persevere. A tag team, find the smartest person in the room. Hey, I realize you're scoring A's on all these tests. Can we dedicate some time to work together? I'll buy you lunch, Chick-fil-A, or something in that sort, to be like, okay, it's a win for both of us. And also I encourage just, getting to know people in your classes. A lot of people sit at the back of the room, sit in the front of the room, let the teacher know that you are very much interested in this particular field. And they might even have an opportunity for you. They could have retired from a particular construction scope and just wanted to go into teaching, but they have colleagues who know people like, hey, this student is very dedicated. Yeah, their math skills might not be so sharp, but they're gradually learning every day. For me, math wasn't, a passion for mine, but I definitely went to tutoring right after school yeah, I wanted to socialize, but I wanted to make sure that I was passionate about this particular area, and I wanted to get a good grade in this particular area. So I knew I had to put in extra time in order to meet the, necessary needs for that particular scope.
So why did you choose this role? Like, how did this role choose you as far as your youth engagement coordinator role?
Yeah. So for me, I've been always passionate about youth since honestly middle school. I've always worked in so many different conferences that were driven for youth empowerment, youth engagement. So just growing up gradually and already having the tips for success, and my mentors always encouraged me to talk to the youth. And my past position before this was working with students, elementary, middle school students of color in near Nipsey Hussle's basically store down the street. And so they needed somebody to, motivate them and basically encourage them to, you can be what you want to be. And I'm going to instill this in you by hosting these particular workshops for you to make sure that you're capable to, grow as a student and learn every day. So that's basically how I got into this particular career field, basically since middle school, growing up and just learning about, the different ways of youth engagement and encouraging them.
You named 4 of the companies that are attached to this project. Can you name them again? Because they're pretty big players in the construction game.
Yes. Balfour Beatty, Flatiron, Floor, and Dragados. Those are the 4 main components of this particular project.
Yes. So when you see their names on any type of construction site, and it's a pretty large scale construction site, it's a big deal. They bid for those contracts. They bring their specialty, whatever they specialize in, to the project. And then another company comes in and does some other additional work. However they do it, if you're part of any of those teams that are working on those projects, there's so many different networking opportunities. I can't say it again. I have family in the construction industry, and they all know each other. And they all know the people of color. It's kind of like a very small network of those who are doing the work in bigger and larger places. So, your name gets around, your reputation gets around. So if you apply for any of these opportunities, please don't be intimidated. They want you to apply. They want to see more people who represent the neighborhoods that they're serving. Yes. And representing the people who are actually doing the layman work, coming in with the hammer and the nails and, laying the grind to it. Those people there too need more representation, because those are most likely more people of color. So for those in management and those behind the scene roles, they definitely need to have a voice too, because you guys can share your experience, what your community looks like, how to integrate the systems of the new, building into the community, and making it a win-win for it all. So Angelinos, speak up, speak up and apply. Students, juniors and above, apply and get to know this opportunity. Do you have any final thoughts, Raygena?
No final thoughts. It's more of like, thank you all for your questions. Please reach out, even if you just want us to, review your resume and see if it's what we're looking for. Please send them my way. I'm going to provide my information in the chat, so that way you can connect with me directly. And of course, NCRF is a great tool because they have resume workshops all the time. So please use that resource as well. This is a great opportunity, and I'm already the plug for you, basically. So if you just reach out to me and let me know that you were on this call, that's already a step right there. And then, of course, just going from there, if you have any, resources that you want to share with me to share with the youth under you, we host youth summits all the time for them to encourage kindergarten all the way to 12th grade and young adults. And of course, trade schools too. That's another program that we're associated with is Hire LAX, for those who want to get into construction and never, been in construction before. Hire LAX is a great program that, basically starts you from the ground up.
Where's it located? Where's it located at?
It's located near LAX. It's in Los Angeles, basically.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I know that Trade Tech is another school that has a great construction program, so they might be associated, maybe. So, but check your local community colleges. Check your colleges that are surrounding the area of Los Angeles. Like Cal Poly is all the way in the greater Pomona area, but they still have a great construction department, and there are doing things that are in that field. So you will have integration into the Los Angeles area, which Los Angeles County is definitely a part of that Pomona system there too. I want to share my information. If you go to www.thecollegeexpo.org, you'll see at the top there's some banners and it says for students. If you click under internships and careers for college students, you can fill out your information there. You can also join our incubators, which we have done and shown you in our chat here. So let me, not the chat, but the actual stream. So I'm going to go back and look at one of our slides, and then you can join the incubators. All this good stuff. Here we go. Uh-oh, going too fast. There it is. So there is the information for the incubators. There we post, we send you information about the next upcoming virtual guests, any scholarship opportunities, any internship opportunities. Sometimes I have companies calling me directly asking for students and I send it out. Sometimes students tell me they apply, sometimes they don't. So I really don't know, but I know every recruiter who's calling me. So if you let me know that you have applied, then I can actually send them a message saying, please look out for this resume. This person is applying and they're being, they're one of our students. So please don't neglect your connections in your network. Last week, we had a resume workshop, which was pretty successful. And I did some private tutoring and coaching for the resume. Building a resume can be tough. Can you speak just real quick, Raygena, about the resume process of, what do you look for? How can they structure the resume to kind of get noticed just a little bit? What are some of your tips?
Yeah, certainly. So your resume is your key to your personal brand. I like to share that with students. We always look for your skill set. We always want to know what you basically worked on in college. So if you want to go into construction management, have you worked with the BIM? Have you worked with AutoCAD? What are your numbers? Have you volunteered? Have you your clubs too, like in college? Have you volunteered your time to join a particular club to help you enhance your skills and your volunteering time? So those are some of the key aspects we look for on your resume. In addition to, some of your internship opportunities before that, or even your volunteer experience, that's another key thing. I would also include sometimes a reference, a reference letter or even a reference, name for the construction industry. So that way, because the construction industry is small, but it's big at the same time. So they might know that person, like, okay, let me reach out to so-and-so and see what their skill set was like on this particular project or at school. So that's another thing I would recommend as well.
Volunteerism, people get, overwhelmed with that whole, putting that on the resume. Because sometimes I talked to a young lady yesterday and she had tons of volunteer work. Mm-hmm. But how do you tie in that volunteer work to the actual job description? Like the qualifications of a job relates to how does your volunteer work relate to your qualifications for the actual particular job? Because on a job posting, it says requirements or qualifications, mm-hmm. Must-haves. Those are some of the key words that are used on a job posting. Mm-hmm. So if you can actually translate your volunteer work with some of the key components that they're looking for the actual internship or job opportunity, please detail it out in bullet point form or some small sentence structure so that it can actually show that your volunteer work is actually relatable. However, when you're putting awards, many different awards you won, that's great. But a lot of times we don't understand what that award is. So don't list all your awards. You can have a separate paper for your awards and you can just relate to them. Hey, in addition to, I have a list of awards I won just based on my academic success or my project success. I can share that with you later, but here's just a few that are my top two. Mm-hmm. Don't go crazy with the awards. Definitely keep it in a modified way. Oh, we have a new person. Go ahead.
One thing I'm going to add to is also with LinkedIn, that's a great way if you're in college or junior college to show off what you're doing with the volunteering of clubs. So let you guys know, like, hey, we did an engineering fair for our students who are majors in engineering, or even project management. We hosted a project management, youth summit for our students in high school down the street from our college. Stuff like that is a great way to, show off your skill set and show off that you're basically interested in and passionate about the particular career field that you want to get into.
And while you were talking, I saw another young person pop on, and I'm just going to just add them real quickly to see before we end our call. We're going to end at 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time on the dot, 8 o'clock Eastern Time. Hold on just a second. I see Nancy. Nancy, I'm going to pull you into our stream if you have a question to Miss Raygena from the LINXS company. Hello, Nancy.
Yeah, I'm here.
Hi, do you have a question?
No, not at this time.
Not at this time? Okay, we just want to make sure. We're talking about things in construction. We want to make sure that you didn't have a question. If you did have a question, you can ask it.
Reconstruction or what?
So we were talking about the LAX People Mover project. It's something, if you've been to LA or if you're around that area, there's a huge construction opportunity that's happening, and we're offering some internship career opportunities for our juniors and seniors in college. So those who are engineering majors, those who are interested in project management, in the construction, civil engineering, all kinds of engineering fields, you can have an opportunity to apply and get a paid internship and also eventually a career. So that's what it's about.
Oh, that's good.
Thank you. So I'm going to take you off the live stream. I want to make sure I answered your question. Okay.
Yeah, me too.
Thank you. All right. So to close us out, I want to make sure that we covered all our bases. I'm going to put up the actual slide that we had before regarding our special announcement. And I'm moving into the slide. And we want to make sure you guys capture the information there. Okay, it's popping up. Add to the stream. Boom. Done. As you can see, it is an ongoing opportunity until the project is complete. What's the final deadline of the project completion date? Anticipated
We're shooting
date?
for 2024.
So you guys have 2 years, but do not let any moment pass you by, because this year is pretty much almost up. Time goes by pretty quickly. You want to definitely seize the moment when you have the opportunity. And I don't want to hear anybody calling me. I just now want to apply now that I feel more comfortable. Apply, reapply, apply again. You know, each year you learn something new. Each time you take a class, you learn something better. You can improve your skills, and it can basically add to your experience, as opposed to one rejection doesn't mean it's a complete no. It just means not right now. Next opportunity.
And we can also create an opportunity around your scope of work. So never be afraid to just apply honestly and let them know, like, hey, I don't really have this, but I'm definitely interested in this particular scope of work. Is there a way you can work with me so that way I can still produce? I'm really passionate about working on this project. Never be discouraged and speak up.
Never be discouraged. Definitely speak up. That is a mic drop right there, Raygena. You have mic dropped it. So I want to leave with that. Thank you for joining us. Again, this is Elevate Your Game. It's a series that's designed to empower you, uplift you, help you reach for your goals and your dreams. My name is Mrs. Denise Parker. I want you guys to succeed in all the things that you do. And the best way to do that is by tuning in, listening, connecting, networking, and also knowing that just college is just one step. But getting a career, it's not as easy as it looks. It takes time. It takes a lot of different doors slamming in your face until you figure out where you're going to be, who's going to accept you, and finding your people and your place. Again, my name is Mrs. Denise Parker. I'm the manager of internships and careers for the National College Resources Foundation. I want to thank our special guests from the LINXS, and just saying thank you, Raygena, for just spending your time and always dedicating to us. We'll see you soon.
Thank you so much. See you guys.
Bye. Ooh.